Hey everybody, welcome back to the Homemaker Hobbyist. I'm Megan, who loves to cook, sew, and is trying to garden. So today is all about gardening. It is almost spring. I think we're one day away from technically spring, I believe, here in South Korea. And I have already gotten some seeds going, and my garden, my raised bed patio garden came in yesterday, and that was a birthday present from Joe and the kids for me. So I wanted to show you around the hydroponics, which also was a birthday present this year, get that going and show you the seeds that I do have. I ordered more grow lights that should hopefully come in today, fingers crossed. And so I need to set up a way for the plants that I currently have in the bathroom, because I have nowhere else for them and it's not a used bathroom very often. And E-Traders actually had a shelf. So I might head over to E-Traders that had like this plant shelf and be able to just zip tie the LED lights to that and hopefully make it work. So that is projects today. Building our patio box, like raised bed garden box, and checking on all of our plants today. So if you are interested in learning how to garden with me, stay tuned. So what I have here is just a couple of cups of water with 2,000 milligrams of, I don't know what I did with vitamin C. Just blended these in the blender with some water, put my potato in there, and I soaked it for about 15 minutes now. So now I have this plastic bin right here that I'm gonna grow, and it's just about halfway full of just regular old potted soil. There's nothing fancy or special in there, so let's see if this works. So we're just gonna take this guy out. He soaked for 15-20 minutes, and that's supposed to help it from rotting before it has sprouted. So we're just going to plant him in here, and like he didn't really cover it up, he just kind of tucked it in. So we're just gonna tuck it in and hope that it sprouts and does its thing. And then he put it under grow lights or in a sunny window. Hey everybody! So kind of having a late start to my day today and need to get a couple things done. But we got mail today, and it just so happens to be a birthday present for me from Joseph and the kids that I get to open early. And it's our QYO Hydroponics indoor garden. So I've never even done a hydroponics. I have a friend who swears by hers and is always dishing out fresh herbs because it produces more than she can consume. So I decided I'm gonna start a lot of my garden in these and then move them outside. Do some zucchini and some yellow summer squash, some parsley, cilantro, and basil. And I'm gonna do cilantro and basil outside and inside. So all of this will probably go outside, and I'm just gonna replant some more inside because we go through basil and cilantro like crazy. So that'll be fun to be able to have on our counter all the time. So I'm opening this all up. In here, were all last year's seeds, and they were not stored properly. So background story, last year I decided to try gardening. I planted a whole bunch of little Dixie cups, and they were really great, but those Dixie cups never made it into the ground. I didn't know you could use seeds again. I didn't know how to properly store seeds, so they were in a Ziploc bag outside. So this was kind of one of those will they or won't they. So all of our basil, and you can see, hopefully, let me get in here. Right here, you can see our basil is sprouting, and all three of our basils are growing. This here is cilantro, and it is not doing anything that I can see yet. The same as the parsley, and the yellow squash, summer squash, is not doing anything. But you can see I've already taken the dome off of this guy. These are our green summer squash, and this guy right here, his dome is almost ready to come off. So I think these guys are looking for the dirt. I don't know how well any of this is going to work in here, but I figured let's give it a shot. It's kind of hard to find a lot of seeds right now, which is crazy to me because the PX last year at this time had all the seeds and all of the gardening things out. So I'm trying, and I would turn the lights on, but it is all automatic up here. So you select whether you have veggies or flowers, and then you just let it do its thing. So it runs the lights for as many times as it needs. The pump is on for 30 minutes and off for 30 minutes. But so far, I'm absolutely loving this. If I only get my basil and my green summer squash to grow out of these seeds that I planted, it's still a win for me because I had so much fun setting it up. And I love watching it every day. And I love coming in and the lights just super bright all of a sudden. And so that's really fun. So in the living room, I have another little grow station, and that is cherry tomatoes. So we have that here. So we have cherry tomatoes right here, and this one has 2, and this one actually has 5 plants growing in it. And these are sunflowers, and this sunflower I don't believe germinated, but that is okay. We're good with one sunflower. So these were all planted on the 11th, and I don't know what kind of cherry tomatoes these are or what kind of sunflower this is because everything was in Korean on the packet except for cherry tomato sunflower. That's it. So I have not a clue on that, so that's kind of a little fun experience or experiment. And then in here, in our bathroom, down here, I planted these over the weekend with LJ, and we have snap peas, jalapenos, radishes, big red, golden, and green peppers, and then we have cauliflower, butter crunch, and farmer's blends. Now, the cauliflower, the lettuces, and the radishes all came from last year. So I don't know if they will germinate or not, but we're going to give it a good try. The snap peas, the jalapenos, and all of the peppers, those I purchased this year, and so I have very strong feelings that those are all going to germinate. I can't even get the pots, the seed starter pots and things yet, so we're making do with this, but this is what I need to get a light on, a tray, and get those lights on as soon as they come in. So that's one of the projects today. And then here is our sweet potato that I am trying to get to sprout. He was soaked in some calcium water, and then he was tucked into bed, and I was going to give up on him because I just didn't feel like anything was happening. So I actually pulled him up and then realized he has these itty bitty little sprouts going, and so I tucked him back in, and we might have sweet potatoes. So that to me is very, very exciting. One of the things that is already in that I do need to get from the post office today is buckets. So I got 4 grow buckets or bags, grow bags. And I also, that has our vegetable feed food and some nutritional food for the soil. So that we will be picking up today as well. So the first project that I want to work on is this little guy. We're going to get him all set up. This is the Urban Bloomer, but I think that's Keter, but this was the small one that I got because I don't have a very large patio. I'll link that in the hydroponics below in case anyone is interested in what I have, but I'm going to set you guys down. I'm going to build all this and see how it goes. Okay, here she is. This is our 12.7 raised garden patio bed, all put together. She is a self-waterer, so she does have a reservoir down here and a water gauge here when she needs to be watered, or when she's been watered too much with a spigot for those too much times. She also came with a little tray. Oh, I can't get her out now. A little seed starter tray, or maybe you could just put herbs in there. So I'm gonna get that here started soon. Super awesome that she came with that. And she's all ready to go. So I'm excited to get her out and get her in her home and soon we'll have plants to put in her. And here are the 10-gallon grow bags. I got 4 of them, and they're awesome because they come with a little window, so we can take a little sneak peek and see if we have potatoes growing. But I'm excited to get these guys filled up too, and it's coming along. We're getting what we need. We've got our foods and our gardens, and we've got most of our seeds going. So before we know it, hopefully we'll be making something out of what we grew. Hey everybody, welcome back to my bathroom. Again, this is a bathroom that is rarely ever used, so it's a good place to put these right now because 1, I don't have to worry about if they leak. 2, I have power in here. It's hard to find American power cords in the house, and most rooms don't have enough, and it's out of the way. So today when I went to go check the mail and pick up our grow bags, I have 4 grow bags here, and I have some Neptune Harvest crab and lobster shell plant food for when we transplant all of our seeds, and then some tomato and veg to feed throughout the season. I stopped by the PX to see what they had before I drove into the city, and they had this little metal shelving unit where these shelves go up and down, and so I will be able to control the light, how close the light is to the plants. And so I kind of thought this would be better. It also takes up less room than the plant shelf that I saw at E-Traders. So I thought this would be better for those reasons because I can move it up and down. It takes up less room. I can use it in other places. And it was just small enough for me, because I just have the balcony garden, so I didn't need a big area. So I'll be able to zip tie the lights up here and give everything plenty of lights. So that was a big success. I'm really happy with this one, and it fits perfectly in here, tucked out of the way. So I just wanted to thank you for spending the day with me, setting up the hydroponics and planting our potato down here. Also checking on everything that we've planted so far, building the raised garden bed, and just hanging out. So next time I see you, we'll probably start working on the patio and getting that set up, getting all the old out and getting it prepped for all the new. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.